So one of my favorite all-time movies is Inception by Christopher Nolan. And if you've seen Inception, then you would know that it's got a bit of a confusing plot. You have dreams, and then you have dreams within dreams. And for a lot of people that went and saw it afterwards, they're a bit confused. And there are a lot of articles that came out about how you're not going to get it on the first viewing, and a lot of people, they didn't. But there were a number of people out there, including myself, that were like, I got it on the first viewing. Did people seriously not get it? I got it on the first viewing. I am so smart. Let's talk about Paprika. A movie that I only figured out until recently by a comment left on the channel that is actually the direct inspiration for the movie Inception. So, one of my favorite movies of all time, Inception. A movie, an anime, being the direct inspiration for one of my favorite movies. I gotta check this out. And boy, if you're one of those people like me that was so high and mighty about understanding Inception on the first viewing, this movie's for you. Because, Jesus Christ, this movie is confusing beyond belief. So let me just go and break this down, okay? In case you haven't heard of Paprika before, in case you haven't seen Paprika before, it is an anime film from 2006, and it is directed by Satoshi Kon. Satoshi Kon had passed away in 2010, and this film, Paprika, was his fourth and final feature film. When I saw this film, my initial instinct was to go and look at his other works, to go and see just other films I can go and watch because I enjoyed this. And sadly, this is his fourth and final film. So just something to bear in mind as well. And I'm definitely going to be checking out his other films, Perfect Blue, Tokyo Godfathers. And I may even be rewatching Millenium Actress because I have seen that film and I really, really enjoyed that film. So this is his fourth and final film. And you have other people working on this. For instance, you have the animation director for this film, Paprika, has done other work such as Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Your Name. And so there's a lot of talented people working on this film, and it really, really shows. The animation sequences in this, the art direction is phenomenal. It is mind-bending. This whole film is based around the idea of dreams, and if you've seen Inception, a lot of these sequences, a lot of the story, you're going to see direct comparisons from that film. It hasn't specifically been said that this is the direct inspiration for Inception, but like by everything that I saw, it was plain as day. And there has been interviews and deep dives into this film and comparative to Inception. So it's pretty much there, okay? Without Christopher Nolan straight up saying it is, it's pretty much there, okay? And you're going to be seeing that pretty evidently. So the story of this film, without giving anything really away, essentially is about a battle between a dream terrorist. So this person has stolen a device which allows others to go and share their dreams and causes nightmares for people. And you have a research team who is going after this dream terrorist and just trying to track them down through dreams. And it's very convoluted. It's very crazy. And the person that's primarily in this dream world to go and take down this dream terrorist is known as Paprika. This woman who is very, very like flirtatious with people. It's a very flirtatious lady. And no surprise, like a lot of people in this film are just like swooning over her. And I mean, like, look, if you want to talk about the girl of your dreams, this is it, because she is literally a dream lady. So before I watched this film, I was battling between watching it with the English dub or the subtitled version. And for a lot of people, it's been a big debate, because this film has a lot of fantastical sequences. The art direction is incredible. So you had people concerned about not paying attention to what's on the screen and reading the subtitles. But for me, I watched it with the English subtitled version and it was totally fine. It didn't take away from the experience of watching all the the fantastical sequences. But also, I will say that this film is almost going to be impossible to find in English dub to stream right this second, because I believe that there is an issue with the copyright at the moment, or the licensing to do with the English dub. I believe there would be copies floating around out there somewhere, and maybe like on a DVD somewhere. But if you want to stream it on one of the major streaming platforms right this second, I went and streamed it off Netflix, it is going to be near impossible to find. So just bear that in mind. I watched it with the English subtitled version, and I thought it was great. It didn't take away from any of the sequences. It had my full attention, and it was a really good time, especially when it came to the voice acting. It was a really good time as well. Now, I will definitely say that due to the nature of this film and how it's really just mind-bending and confusing with this narrative of dreams, and a lot of sequences are happening within dreams, and you don't exactly know when it's starting, and there's a lot of things during scenes that mirror scenes later on in the film, that a second viewing will really benefit your experience in watching this. But I tell you what, even going into this, being a massive Inception fan, knowing full well that this film, its whole essence is being a very confusing, mind-bending film, it still surprised me. It still got me from time to time with the sequences. So with you guys watching this, if you don't have any expectations, it would be a crazy ride. Not to mention, if you watch this after, a couple of hits from some like oregano, some really fresh oregano, that would be really, really intense. This would be probably a very scary film. If you guys have personally done that, let me know in the comments. I'd be fascinated to see what your thoughts are with something like this. But yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it after ingesting some freshly ground oregano. So the studio that animated this film was Madhouse. And look, if you want to think about top tier animation studios, Madhouse is the place to be. Madhouse, incredible work on this film, and it really shows just, it's just really, really cool seeing an anime film of this quality, and it makes me just want to watch more films. And after watching this film, I'm definitely going to go and check out more of Satoshi Kon's films. It's really devastating that, his life was cut so short, and that we don't get to experience more and more of his current works, because films like this and films like Millenium Actress, they're really special. And I love just immersing myself in these worlds. So if you'd like me to go and watch any of Satoshi Kon's films, I will definitely be doing it. But if you guys have a recommendation of another anime film that you'd like me to go and watch and talk about on this channel, let me know in the comment section down below. Now, if you see this film, you need to watch Inception if you haven't seen it. Like, it's just, you have to watch both now. It is necessary viewing. If you've seen Paprika, you need to watch Inception, and vice versa, because it really benefits from the both, and it also helps with the both, because if you're like me, saw Inception, really fantastic, and got it on the first go, this is a really fun ride because it really slaps you around and confuses the shit out of you, I mean, it's frustrating, because personally, I was waiting just to kind of understand this fully, but also I really loved it just because it did that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next one.